Good. Light ain't good. Light ain't good. Yeah, what's good, people? What's good? What's good, family? What's good? I hope everybody good and safe on this Monday, on this marvelous Monday. While this craziness going on. But hold on, give me 1 second. Let me get some more light here. Hey. Get some more light up in here. This best I can do. I don't got the crazy cameras and the green screen, all that at the house, at the crib, Memphis, Tennessee. Once again, I want to thank y'all. I hope y'all safe today. Greetings, family. Once again, as I always say, y'all can be doing plenty of things with your time. I'm glad you're here with me because what I do through and through, just bring you the news with a twist, just my ghetto point of view. So let my words guide you, get inside you. The topic of this joint is called respect. RESPECT. Y'all know it. I know some of your youngest probably don't know it. From the Queen, the late great Queen, rest in power, Miss Aretha Franklin. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. Take care, TCB. Oh! See, hold up. I can't sing, so don't hold it against me. Now, the reason for this respect thing is the reason for this respect topic. I'm going off the top of my head, again, I'm prepared and nothing like that. Is that I've been watching what's going on lately in the NFL preseason or NFL offseason about how some of these players are getting just getting disrespected, and it's just so crazy that the disrespect is thrown at these guys. And the craziest thing about it is these supposed to be the biggest, strongest, baddest, most violent people on the planet. Well, some of them, football players, but they constantly some of the most disrespected players, some of the most disrespected people on the planet. Now, some people might say, well, how are they disrespected when they playing the game and making millions? Okay, check this out. If I can pay you 20 million a year and not even have to worry about it, not even think about it. Maybe we did a little negotiating, but at the end of the day, I still paid you 20 million a year. How much money are you off? How much money are you making me if I'm able to pay you $20 million a year? Just think about that for a second. Making me. How much money am I making off you off jersey sales, off endorsements, off using your name and your likeness? How much money am I making? I'm making more money off you than you making off yourself. If you think about it. Let's be real. How much money? So let's be real. The Cleveland Cavaliers, let's say take Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but just check it. The Cleveland Cavaliers. How much money was their franchise worth with LeBron James on the team? And then think about how much money was LeBron James making off that team. Of course, I'm sure he was getting like, what, 100 million, 150 million. But how much was he making them a year? He was making more than 150 million a year. That team was worth damn near $1 billion. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The Clippers were sold for over $2 billion. Over $2 billion? The Clippers were sold for over $2 billion. Just think about this shit. But what I mean by disrespect, let's go and get to the first subject. The first subject I want to talk about is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, please. I mean, I know you got to feed your family. I understand the NFL is your dream. I understand that you living a life that I can even fathom. As far as money, the things you can see, the place you can go, how you can take care of your family, and then your personal life. There's some things you're doing I can't even fathom. The normal people like me can't even fathom. But I want you to take a step back and just think about this for a second, sir. You were with the Tennessee Titans 4 years, drafted by them. You all pro this year. The Tennessee Titans were a game away from the Super Bowl. All because of you. Do you know how much money that you made for their franchise just in this year alone? And you know what your reward is? Do you know what your reward is, Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry, who everybody got videos up of as being the scariest running back in the league, as being one of the best. You were voted all pro. Do you know what your reward is after leading the league in carries, after leading the league in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards? Do you know what your reward is for putting a team, a franchise on your back and almost getting them to the Super Bowl? Do you know what your reward is, Derrick Henry? A 1-year contract worth only $10 million. That's what your reward is. Now, some people might say, wow, 10 million. We'll never see 10 million. Really? See, that's why I'm saying that's why we will always be last and everybody will always be first. Because while you celebrate this 10 million that he should take, Ryan Tannehill got paid $62 million when he signed his name. $62 million just because he plays quarterback position. Now, some people might say, well, that's just how it is. So you mean to tell me, let's just play y'all game. You mean to tell me that, let's say Derrick Henry signs a $10 million deal. So you mean to tell me Ryan Tannehill is 6 times more valuable than Derrick Henry? Is that what you're telling me? Damn the position. See, this position jive, it only means something because they want to keep the white player on top. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. That's why that's why the quarterback is the most important position in football. When they say the most important position in sports, why is it the most important position in sports? Because he touched the ball so much. Why ain't the center the most important position in sports? Because last time I checked, the center touches it just as much as the quarterback, maybe even more. But the center ain't the most important position in football. It's not. It's the quarterback. Why is that? You know why? Because for umpteenth years, you know what they say about quarterbacks? It's a cerebral position. And you know what they say about black men? We're not cerebral. We can't think. We athletics. We can run. We can catch. We can jump. We can run through a brick wall, but we can't think. If you disagree, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Why did Warren Moon have to go to Canada to prove that he can be a quarterback? They want to make him a defensive back. Why couldn't Charlie Ward play quarterback in the NFL? They let Baker Mayfield play, and Charlie Ward was better than Baker Mayfield. Not Baker Mayfield. What's the white boy name? What's his name? I can't think his name. Johnny Manziel, who everybody dubbed Johnny Football. See, that's another thing. A white guy come out here. I'm not trying to make it racial, but it is what it is. A white guy come out and do something. Johnny Football after a season and a half. He's Johnny Football. But Charlie Ward, who was one of the greatest college football players of all time, Charlie Ward couldn't even get a shot in the NFL. They told him to change sports. And people laugh and joke about it like, really? But that's what it is. It's in your face. That's what it is. That's what it is. That brought me to this subject. Respect. Not even offer you half of what Ryan Tannehill got just by signing his name on dotted line. They paid this dude 6 times as much as you. All because he plays quarterback. Not because he's 6 times better than you. They'll tell you to your face. No, he's not. But I can't tell by bank account. I thought the better the player, the more they made. That's what I thought. But in the NFL, they use these code words, devalue the running back position. They're workhorses. You can find a running back in any round. Okay, if you can find a running back in any round, why can't you find a quarterback in any round? There are more quarterbacks, there are first round picks that were bust than damn near any position that I could think of. We'll take a quarterback first. What about this dude, Tom Brady, y'all called the GOAT? Which he ain't the GOAT. But what about Tom Brady? When he taken the 6th, 7th round? Russell Wilson, 3rd, 4th round. Dak Prescott, 4th round. Ben Roethlisberger, 2nd round. Drew Brees, 2nd round. Jared Goff taking the 1st round, but he trash. Carson Wentz, he always need help taking the 1st round. I mean, come on now. What are these 1st round quarterbacks that you have to take? And that's the thing that kills me. If you see a quarterback, you have to take him high. Why? Why? Somebody else might get him. Somebody else might get Tom Brady. Nobody know Tom Brady was Tom Brady until Bill Belichick got him. And he won Tom Brady. And the crazy thing about Tom Brady is he had 4 Super Bowl victories, but he wasn't considered the GOAT. He wasn't even considered in the conversation as the GOAT. With 4 Super Bowl wins. But I digress. I went shot off on the tangent real quick, but this is back to Derrick Henry. You cannot tell me that there's any way in hell that Ryan Tannehill is offering more money than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, like I said, I understand you got to feed your family, but as a man, how can you take the disrespect? Now, see, in the beginning, the ball was in their court when they could have just gave you an offer. But if I was you, when I saw Ryan Tannehill get, I would say, I want quarterback money. Oh, I ain't signing. Sambos that's working for the NFL. The players need to sign. The players need to sign. Why do the players need to sign? Why did he sign the deal? It's better than the last deal. Okay, the last deal was trash. So if it's better than trash, it could still be garbage, which it is right now. Because what Derrick Henry franchise tag, and what they'll tell you, well, the running back has the shortest career, the shortest shelf life, 2 to 3 years. So you mean to tell me they're gonna use you for 2 to 3 years, even though your 2 to 3 years is better than anything Ryan Tannehill has ever done? And Ryan Tannehill already got $100 million from the Dolphins. Now he get another $62 million from the Titans. That's $162 million. Derrick Henry will never see $162 million. But Derrick Henry is 5 times the player that Ryan Tannehill is. But for some reason, NFL analysts, GMs, presidents, all these other people don't see the problem with Ryan Tannehill getting $62 million and Derrick Henry only getting offered 10. They'll say, well, that's just the price of doing business. Really? Really, black man? That's what they can tell you. That's the price of doing business. To where a guy who ain't even half of you getting paid 6 times more than you. Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? Besides in the NFL. But they'll tell you that these high-priced $100 million quarterbacks need help. Like I said, it's about respect or lack of respect. Derrick Henry, they don't respect you in Tennessee. Look what they call you, workhorse. You ain't even human. You're an animal. Battering ram. They don't even consider you a man. You just a tool that they're gonna use and use up. Because when they get to using you up, Derrick Henry, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get rid of your ass. They're gonna get rid of you. But they're gonna keep Ryan Tannehill. Because he's gonna be the face of the franchise. All because he plays quarterback, even though you do all the heavy lifting. You did things in the playoffs that no player in NFL history ever did. Not Jim Brown, not O.J. Simpson, not Barry Sanders, not Emmitt Smith, not Walter Payton, not none of the greats, not LaDainian Tomlinson, not Peterson, nobody, not Marshall Faulk, none of them. And a lot of these dudes, not the men I named, wore gold jackets. You did something that none of them have done. But you only get $10 million for what you've done. See, they like to play this game. We don't want to pay you on what you have done. We want to pay you on what you will do in the future. Really? So is that why Joe Flacco got $100 million? Because what he would do in the future? After he won a Super Bowl? No. You paid him for winning that Super Bowl. But black players, especially non-quarterbacks, 30 years old. That's what they say. Because that's when they stop paying. That's when they stop wanting to pay you because you washed up as far as they're concerned. Drew Brees, he get a new contract. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see? Matt Ryan getting new contracts, but nobody else saying nothing about that. I remember I got into an argument with a fan, an Atlanta Falcon fan, who said, get rid of Julio Jones because we don't need a wide receiver, but keep Matt Ryan. So Matt Ryan can get $100 million. And the only person he's been throwing to his whole career has been Julio Jones. But you want to get rid of Julio Jones, who is going to the Hall of Fame as a wide receiver. Matt Ryan ain't going to the Hall of Fame as a quarterback. But you want to get rid of Julio. They want to get rid of Julio Jones because they conditioned to believe this bullshit that the quarterback is most important. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. If the quarterback most important, why Peyton Manning only got 2 Super Bowls? I'm asking. Peyton Manning couldn't do anything in the clutch. That's why Tom Brady's go. That's how I know you know shit about football. Because the Patriots the Super Bowl wins the Patriots have done with defense and a field goal kicker. Defense and a field goal kicker. Those facts. Those facts. Now the Seattle Super Bowl, I give Tom Brady some credit, but Pete Carroll should have ran the football instead of throwing it. The Falcons, when they came back beat the Falcons, I give them some credit, but James White was the MVP with down there 170 yards of total offense with 3 touchdowns in the comeback win. Against the Rams, you saw what happened, 10-3 defense. The first 3 Super Bowls, defense, and out of Vinatieri. So we're going to keep it funky. We're going to keep it a buck. This myth about the quarterback being the most important position in all of sports, that was something that was created by the white media. When they looked around and realized that, damn, basketball, most of the best athletes black. Baseball, black people taking over baseball. Golf, Tiger Woods coming down the pipeline. Tennis, Serena and Venus. They saw all this coming. That's why they have to. That's why they had to put that stigma on quarterback. The most important position in team sports. Why? Is it a team game or the motherfucker need help? We're going to stop swearing, but we're going to get back to the Derrick Henry thing. Derrick Henry, how much do you think Tennessee respects you when they offer you 1/6, not even 1/6 of what this dude, they offered Ryan Tannehill 4 years, 118 mil. 62 of that was guaranteed when he signed his name. So 62 million of that went to his bank account. Bow, deposited. For how many games? 7, 8 games? Really? And in those same 7, 8 games, you average 149 yards rushing and a touchdown. So how great was Ryan Tannehill? Because most of his damage was off of play action because they were scared he was going to give you the ball, Derrick Henry. But that's just some of the disrespect that goes along. Now I wonder when Chris McCaffrey contract comes up, would it be an issue with him being the highest paid running back in NFL history? But we ain't gonna talk about that. Another one, blatant disrespect. Houston Texans. I feel bad for Deshaun Watson. Bill O'Brien went to, I don't know. I wasn't privy to the conversation, but the things that Michael Irvin said, he ain't just pull this shit out the sky. It had to come from somewhere. He didn't pull it out the sky. The Texans didn't come out and refute it. Bill O'Brien ain't came out and refuted it. So it got to be some truth. I'm not saying everything was true. It got to be some truth to it. So how you Bill O'Brien gonna come up to another man? First, I would say, last time I had a conversation like this with Aaron Hernandez. Really? And that one racist? I understand Aaron Hernandez, he's not a black man like DeAndre Hopkins is, but that one racist. Has anybody pulled a quarterback into the room and said, "Well, last time we had to talk somebody about sexual harassing somebody was being Roethlisberger when he got them two he got charged with two rapes." No, none of that. Last time we talked somebody was being Romanowski, he was on road rage and then spitting in people's face. None of that. Or Brett Favre taking popping pain pills. None of that. Y'all don't do that. But with a black player or player will attend their skin, y'all feel y'all can do that. And then you don't like his baby mamas. Don't Tom Brady got baby mamas? Oh, my bad. My bad. When it comes to white athletes, the mother of their children. Does any other white athlete have children from women they aren't married to coming to the practice facility or coming to the games? But you're gonna call out the dude that's the best player on your team. Deshaun Watson ain't the best player on their team. Hopkins is the best player on their team. Well, was the best player on their team. And you traded him away for what? For nothing. For nothing. And the fact that you walked up to him and said what you said leads me to believe that you have no respect for him. And why should you have any respect for him? Because your owner, if y'all remember, the owner of the Houston Texans, this for you Houston Texans fans. This is why they will continue to do what the fuck they do. It's quick cursor. They can continue to do whatever they're doing because y'all put up with it, y'all allow it. The Texans my team, they're in my city. No. They're not your team. That's his team. He the only one getting paid for it. The owners, they're the only ones getting paid for it. You just spending your money, your hard-earned money, to put in their pockets to support something that they own. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. That's not your team. If it is your team, what residuals are you getting from that team? Where does it say Houston Texans? Where does it say Houston Texans paying you anything? What does it say to that? Are you getting anything off merchandise? Are you getting anything off ticket sales? Concessions? Parking? You getting any of that? No, you ain't getting none of that. So let's keep it a buck. That's not your team. That's not y'all team. I've seen people on here, Houston Texans fans talking, "Oh, our team." Not your team. That's the problem. That is one of the crux of the problem, where you think it's your team. It's not yours. It's theirs. And once you realize it's theirs, you realize that you don't have to support it. That's how you hurt them. That's how you hurt them. Spend your money elsewhere. But then to owner the Houston Texans say, we can't let the convicts run the prison or run the asylum. Really? And who are the convicts? I'm just asking, who are the convicts? And I did applaud young Hopkins for leaving practice early that day, but he did come back. But I understand you got to feed your family, so it's a double-edged sword. But yet and still, I respect what he did that day. And since he got so much power and since he's so skilled, he got influence over the team. And what do they hate the most? An influential young black man that can galvanize people. They can't stand that. So what did Bill O'Brien have to do? He traded him away for nothing. Now, if Deshaun Watson was smart, if Deshaun Watson had any type of fortitude, people want to say, well, Deshaun, don't say anything. No, fuck that. Fuck that. They applaud Baker Mayfield for being Baker Mayfield, grabbing his nuts. They applaud him for staring down head coaches and doing all kind of disrespectful shit. They applaud him for that. Deshaun Watson going to that office and tell them, I want to be traded right now. I don't care what the fans think. I don't care what anybody else think. Trade me right now. That's what we should say. But I still have what about my other teammates? Damn your other teammates. Because what they going to say when they decide to trade your ass? Nothing. Just like you did, like you said, when they traded D-Hop. Ain't nothing you can do, really. But that goes to their respect thing again. You mean to tell me you trade away this guy's best weapon, the best asset on your team for nothing? All because you didn't like him? And what did you like about him? All pro wide receiver, one of the top 3 in the league. No trouble on the field, no trouble off the field. Take care of his family, big in the community. What more do you need? Oh, my bad. He wouldn't bow down to your will. And the fact that this is not the biggest story all over sports is crazy to me. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But they want to talk about, oh, the Tom Brady disrespect he suffered. Oh my God, the disrespect. In the same token, we understand why the Titans been paid Derrick Henry. How good is Derrick Henry gonna be? So if Derrick Henry not good, how good the Titans gonna be? What's the contingency plan? Ryan Tannehill? No. That's what see that's their bullshit. That's the bullshit. So D-Hop sent to Arizona, and I know he's gonna kill in Arizona. But I mean, the disrespect that he suffered at the hand of his head coach, and nobody stepped in to say anything. These commentators ain't saying nothing. Well, especially Stephen A. Smith, well, since Hopkins don't want to say nothing, we gonna respect and not say nothing. No, Tom Brady asked you to come out and say nothing about the New England Patriots, but you take every chance you get. Stephen A. Smith, Tom Brady, cry for Tom Brady. You ain't crying for Deshaun Watson or Hopkins. You ain't crying for them, are you? You're not crying that Derrick Henry got paid $10 million. You ain't crying about that, are you? Oh, that's a good business move. Give Ryan Tannehill $62 million. That's a good business move, really? Good business move for who? For who? Well, you have to pay what the market allows now. You know who the market is? The majority of the fucking NFL. And the majority of the NFL, they look like me. Whether you, I don't care how you want to slice it. Majority of the NFL look like me. But for some reason, the wealth gap in the NFL is crazy, just like real world. Who are the highest paid players? White people, white quarterbacks. Who are the lowest paid players? These workhorses that you call running backs. And most of them black men. But people don't see that shit. They're playing a game. They're getting paid to play a game they love. Really? So why can't Derrick Henry get the 4-year deal worth $118 million, $62 million when he signed his name? He might get hurt. Don't they play the same sport? But he takes more hits than Ryan Tannehill. Really? He takes more hits and his career gonna be shorter. So you're saying he don't deserve to get the contract. That's what you're saying. Even though he's gonna take those hits and shorten his career for the team. He's doing that for the team, being a team player, being the soldier that you want him to be. He's doing that, but he's not worth the money. But Ryan Tannehill is. Okay. I know I'm just rambling, but like I said, it's off the top of the dome. And what's the youngest name in Detroit? Slade? I forgot youngest name. I feel terrible. I forgot youngest name. Give me 1 sec. I'm about to pull it up. I wish I knew how to share my screen. I wish I knew how to share it, but I don't. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for not being computer literate. I will get my young cousin over here that he good with this stuff, and he gonna show me. He gonna school me, so I can quit looking foolish out here in these streets, on these YouTube streets. But I don't care. What's the youngest name? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Darius Slade. Yes. Mr. Darius Slade. You're gonna know when this, like I said, respect. Can they get some? You mean to tell me that this white dude who happened to hold the position of head coach, not only did he come between tell you not as good as the other cornerbacks in the league, you're not one of the good cornerbacks in the league. Not only did he tell you that, later on during a team meeting, after you already gave this dude your props for beating you in practice. And that's what some players do that's so good. Yeah, you got me this time. That's just motivation. That's motivation for them to come out there and put paws on, put hands and feet on you to get that ass. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? Some people give you props as to just to motivate themselves, like, yeah, you got me, just to motivate themselves so they won't have to give you props again. But what does head coach do, Matt Patricia do? Don't be sucking no man's dick out here. What? But that's how much they respect you, black man, that they have the gall, the audacity to say things like that. Have you ever heard them say anything like that to a white player? Like they said to Darius Slay, or like they said to Young Hopkins. We don't want your baby mamas around. They say that to white players. Oh, quit sucking them another man's dick. They say it to white players. I'm just asking. Of all the shit the white players have done, Brett Favre, addicted to painkillers, sexual harassing females in New York, Ben Roethlisberger, Big Ben Roethlisberger, with the 2 sexual assault charges against him. Ben Romanowski damn near killed one of his teammates in practice. But everybody's mad at the youngin from the Browns that swung his helmet. But Ben Romanowski damn near killed somebody in practice. But that shit was swept under the rug. That's what I'm saying. The lack of respect is crazy. It's crazy. From Derrick Henry to Darius Slay to Young Hopkins. And then you see what they did to Cam Newton. You mean to tell me, I won't say he's the best player to wear Carolina Panthers jersey. The best player to wear Carolina Panthers jersey was Steve Smith Sr. That was the best player to wear Carolina Panthers jersey. But Cam Newton, I got him in the top. Well, he's number 3. Number 2, Steve Smith Sr., Cam Newton, Julius Peppers. Those are my top 3 to wear Carolina Panthers jersey ever. But you see what Carolina did to him? Just cut him. Like nothing. Yes, we know you did all this. We know you hurt yourself. We know you went through these wars. We know you had no weapons and all these years. We know he's using like a battering ram, but nigga, you can't do nothing for us no more. So, arrivederci. Arrivederci. A former Super Bowl MVP, arrivederci. But Ryan Tannehill got $62 million. I want y'all just think about that for a second. Ryan Tannehill got $62 million for 9 games. Kirk Cousins, another one. This dude got another $62 million fully guaranteed. So he got $84 million, 3 years, fully guaranteed. When he got that money, no one, not one single news reporter said teams shouldn't pay him. They were thinking about the teams that he should go to help them get over the hump to get to the Super Bowl. That's what they were thinking about. The Jets need to pay him. Minnesota need to pay him. I forgot who the other team was. But it was 3 teams. If they were smart, they'll pay him fully guaranteed. Really? But when it comes to Dak Prescott, well, he's not a top 10 quarterback. So why is it when it's time for the black man to get his money, there are always these exceptions, always these rules, always these, this is why you shouldn't do it. But they never do that when it's time to pay the white player. JJ Watt, he get $100 million, no problem. Khalil Mack. Well, is he that effective? He take plays off. And Aaron Donald. Well, he's not that great. The defense wasn't ranked in the top 10, but J.J. Watt got his $100 million. No problem. No problem. Joe Flacco, $100 million. Joe Flacco, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jared Goff. Jared Goff? What has Jared Goff done to get that contract? Why they saying that Todd Gurley had the worst contract in the NFL when Jared Goff was getting paid 2 times more than him? And then on top of that, the only reason why he got the contract was because Todd Gurley was all pro both those years. That Jared Goff had decent years. Because what happened this year? You can't blame the what happened this year. If Jared Goff is that dude, that's what they keep telling me. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing. The most important position in the league. If you get paid $100 million and you're the most important position, shouldn't you cover up some things? It's a reason why they wanted all quarterbacks to be like Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning was so good that he can mask some things. We can't run too good, so you know what? Let me audible call plays when we in better positions to run the ball, so we can get better run games. Let me call plays so we can throw quick passes. Let me just call plays so we can just run this offense to where I can cover up some things. Even on our defense week, we're gonna score points. So that's what I'm saying. That's what great players do. But what has Jared Goff done? What has he done? What has he done? They say Todd Gurley had the worst contract in the NFL. No, Jared Goff had the worst contract in the NFL. He had the worst contract in the NFL. Hands down. Now it's between Ryan Tannehill, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Kirk Cousins. It's having the worst contracts. You can tell me Jimmy Garoppolo get $137 million and nobody, well, he's a franchise quarterback. Jimmy G. Really? But when Le'Veon Bell asked for $15 million, this nigga's crazy. He can never get $15 million. He ain't worth it. But in his first 4 years, he was all pro 2 years. And he was doing something that nobody else in NFL history was doing. Averaging 129 yards per scrimmage, from scrimmage. Nobody else. Not Jim Brown. Not Herschel Walker. Not Barry Sanders. Not Emmitt Smith. Not O.J. Simpson. Not Walter Payton. None of them was doing what Le'Veon Bell was doing. But Le'Veon Bell wasn't worth the money because the running back position was devalued. You need a quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Really? Really? So what quarterback did the Patriots have when they won the first 3? Don't tell me because Tom Brady was lighting up. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that monkey shit. Get the fuck. That means you know nothing. That means you know zero. You know zero about football. Or you didn't watch the football games. Because Tom Brady wasn't lighting up shit. Well, he made the play when he needed to make the play. You see my face? Do you see my fucking face? So I guess Adam Vinatieri kicking the field goals, that was all Tom Brady. But Tom drove the ball down there. Really? Really? That's the monkey shit we're gonna use. Really? All these game-winning drives. What about the center? He don't got no game-winning drives. The center, the left tackle, they ain't got no game-winning drives. What about the people they had on defense? The Richard Seymours, the Vince Wilforks, the Rodney Harrisons, the Asante Samuels, the Ty Laws, the Lord Malloys. Those guys. You forgot about those guys. The Teddy Bruschi's. You forgot about those guys? It wasn't like he was playing with top level. If I recall, out of 20 years he was with the Patriots, only 4 years? Only 4 years they didn't have a top 10 defense? Come on now. That's the recipe for winning the Super Bowl, to have a top 10 defense. That's part of the recipe. But I digress. We on respect. Can they get some? Can they get a little respect? Can Derrick Henry get some respect? Can y'all put some respect on his name? Can he get $62 million fully guaranteed? No, he can't. You know what's going to happen as soon as they offer him $62 million fully guaranteed? They're going to get one of these black reporters, Stephen A. Smith, Jason Whitlock, LeVar Arrington, even Shannon Sharp, and they gonna get one of these fools. You can't pay a running back that much money. So why can't you pay Ryan Tannehill that much money? The first thing they're gonna say, well, that's the going rate for the quarterback. Really? Really? So if Ryan Tannehill don't play another down in football, he got $62 million based off those 8 games. That's what the signing bonus is. That's what the guarantee money is for what you've done in the past. Like Jared Goff got $100 million guaranteed. $100 million guaranteed. Jared Goff got $100 million guaranteed, but Todd Gurley had the worst contract in the NFL. How did Todd Gurley have the worst contract in the NFL? Oh, because you couldn't just abuse the black man. You couldn't just worm out. You can just give him the ball every chance you got. You couldn't use him as a crutch. So just because you can use the black man as a crutch, his contract turned out to be the worst contract in the NFL. At the same time, the quarterback, who's the face of your franchise, as you say, who's getting paid double what your crutch is getting paid, can't do shit. But it's Todd Gurley's fault that the quarterback can't do shit. I don't understand that. It's Todd Gurley's fault that the quarterback that you pay double. So if I get paid something, you pay somebody double what I get paid, that means they're more valuable to your team than I am. They mean they do more than I can do. But dummies will say, well, that's what they're getting paid. So, it got to be. Nah, fuck that. You're not going to tell me you're going to pay me $10 an hour and I'm running the goddamn company. And the person, my manager that you got over me, who got a $50,000 salary, he getting all the props, but I'm doing all the work. I'm not just physical labor. I'm doing all the paperwork. I'm making sure all the shipments coming in. I'm doing everything. All he got to do is sign his name. You think I'm going to sit there and take that? But that's the problem. Players that look like me, they sit there and take that because they happy. They happy just to carry the ball. I get to touch the ball. I get to touch the ball. Oh my goodness, cheerleaders. Oh, really? Really? I understand when we were younger, that was our dream to play sports or whatever, but why did you want to play sports? To help you escape your situation. Why were you in the backyard pretending to be Jordan or Kobe? Or even LeBron James now? KD? Why was you running around Jerry Rice, Mostyn? Why was you running around? Vic, throwing deep. Why was you back there? Like that. To escape your surroundings. To improve your situation. Your situation and your family situation. That's what the bottom line was. But when they come to you with fame, when they come to you with crumbs, when you're not used to eating, when you starving, they come to you with crumbs, you grateful, you thankful. That's why I have a lot of respect for Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell said, I need this. They said, no, you're not worth it. But we're going to give this white guy who's 35 years old, who ain't got no but a few years left, if that, we're going to give him $100 million. You want $15 million a year? Nigga, please. We ain't going to give you $15 million a year. Really? And you can't tell me that since he was there on that team, the Le'Veon Bell for Pittsburgh, you can't tell me that he won't worth that. Because what's Pittsburgh been since then? I'm asking. What's James Conner? I'm asking. Well, Ben was hurt. Why Ben got to throw the ball more? Because he can't just turn around and hand the ball off to his workhorse, who's not even a man because he's a workhorse. He's a battering ram. And then what happened when Le'Veon Bell came out trying to get his money? What happened? It wasn't the white media. The white media didn't have to do it. Other black people that look like him were the first ones to attack. They start saying, well, Le'Veon making, 7 times more than me. Okay. So was you saying that when you was getting signed? Did you say any of that when Ben Roethlisberger got this $100 million? But you want this young black man who knows. They know this. They know that they only get 3 to 5 years in the NFL. 3 to 5 years, and they used up, they thrown away. They know this. Not only do they have 3 to 5 years, they know that no team is going to want to pay them more than $15 million a year. So let's say on average, 5 years, $10 million a year. Uh-oh. They got to reconnect. Hold on. Unstable. Maybe I got too much stuff up. Close this. Sorry, Ruth, I got to close you down. Am I back on? Okay, we back on. Sorry about that. Ooh, sorry about that. But they not only do the players know you got 3 to 5 years as a running back in the NFL. 3 to 5 years. And they want to pay you $10 million a year. So you telling me you're gonna get between 30 to 50 mil a year as a running back on average. And that's when you see Kirk Cousins got 84 million in 3 years, guaranteed fully. So your 3 to 5 years, in 2 of those years, you probably were excellent. One of the best in the NFL. Not just at your position, period, as players. But you tell them you can max out at 50 mil. That's where you max out at. When they start the quarterback position, most of the white players, where they start at guaranteed 60 to 70 mil. That's where they started. You capped off at 50. They start at 60, 70 mil. And that's just the game they keep running. But nobody. Now, one person from the union. Now, one reporter. Nobody is up in arms that these quarterbacks, that these white quarterbacks are getting these big contracts. They got a problem with Dak Prescott getting this when he up for his contract. They have a problem with Aaron Rodgers get his contract. They ain't have a problem with Tony Romo get his contract. They ain't have a problem with Jimmy Garoppolo get his contract. They had a problem with when the Colts made Andrew Luck the highest paid quarterback. They ain't have no problem with it. They had no problem with Ryan Tannehill getting paid up in Miami. They had no problem with Andy Dalton getting paid in Cincinnati. They ain't had no problem. But when Cam Newton contract came up, well, we don't know if he could take the beating. We don't know if his accuracy. We don't know this. You know, he took the Super Bowl and everything, but we don't know. See the monkey shit. Do you see the monkey shit? Do you see the monkey shit? Joe Flacco played with Hall of Fame, one of the greatest safeties of all time, and one of the greatest linebackers. Fuck Ray Lewis though, but still one of the greatest linebackers of all time, and one of the greatest safeties of all time. Joe Flacco, he played with those dudes, and he got $100 million. Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, I don't even think they made $100 million combined, and Joe Flacco got $100 million. I'm trying to understand this logic. But the quarterback position is the most important position. So why didn't the Ravens do any damn thing when Joe Flacco was the highest paid man? And if he's so important? Because he didn't have to do shit. Because he already did what he had to do. Ride Ray Lewis and Ed Reed to the Super Bowl. That's what he had to do. And not fuck it up. And he was going to get paid $100 million. But if you're black, they move the goalposts. But back and on to one of my last things I want to talk about, the respect thing. Todd Gurley. You mean to tell me 25 years old, everybody's saying you washed up. Everybody's saying you through. They just cut you loose like you ain't nothing. Like you ain't nothing. It's your fault the Rams didn't make the playoffs. Not the quarterback that's getting paid 2 times more than you. It's not his fault. Not the head coach who calling bullshit plays. It's not his fault. It's your fault. Because, black man, you can't be that crutch that I need you to be. You can't be that workhorse I need you to be. If you can't tote the ball and carry the ball 400 times and then catch the ball 50 times and produce without getting hurt, you're worthless. We can go get another one of you, black man. We can get another one. They'll be more than happy to carry this load. That's how they do it. But when it comes to a quarterback, these are like gold. Oh, we don't know if we're gonna get another one. We don't know if we're gonna get another one. Really? 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 Last time I checked, Super Bowls won. Brady, Manning's. You sprinkle a Flacco on there who got lucky. Trent Dilfer, Aaron Rodgers, Roethlisberger, who had a great defense both years. Russell Wilson with another great defense. And Drew Brees. Those are the only ones. And what a lot of those have in common, besides the one Peyton Manning one in the Colts, they ain't have a great defense in the Colts. But Denver, they had a great defense. All those situations. Correct me if I'm wrong. All those situations. Every team that won Super Bowl had a top 10 defense. Except the Giants. I don't think they had a top 10 defense, but their defense was ferocious, especially during the playoffs. But in the end, who gets the credit? Who gets the credit? And what they and this why I love right. This why I trip off right here. You know, when they say, they get too much blame. Who gets too much blame? Now, I see them come down on black quarterbacks. They get a lot of blame. Tom Brady. When have they ever blamed Tom Brady for anything that happened to New England Patriots? When? Because certain white quarterbacks, they make excuses for. When? When have they blamed Aaron Rodgers for the ineptitudes with the Green Bay Packers? When? He's the greatest thrower of the football. But only got one Super Bowl. He's one of the greatest of all time. But only got one Super Bowl. He just got one. But he's great. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just babbling. Maybe I'm just talking outside of my neck. Maybe they ain't being disrespectful to Derrick Henry by offering him $10 million while they offer Ryan Tannehill $62 million. Why they gave Ryan Tannehill $62 million. Maybe I'm tripping. That Todd Gurley is to blame, even though the quarterback Jared Goff getting paid more than double when Todd Gurley is getting paid. Maybe I'm tripping. Le'Veon Bell wanted $15 million a year. The Steelers said, "No, boy, you can't get $15 million a year, but we're gonna get this old white dude quarterback another $100 million." Maybe I'm tripping. And at the same time, people come out, oh, Tom Brady's been mistreated. Tom Brady's been mistreated. You see what these other quarterbacks are getting? And that raises another question. So you telling me the guy that does the most winning, y'all so-called GOAT. You mean tell me that y'all ain't got no problem with other people in the same position making as much more money than him, as long as it's not the other skill positions? So the Alvin Kamaras of the world can't get 15 mil. The DeAndre Hopkins of the world can't get 15, 20 mil. But Ryan Tannehill can get 20 mil easy. That's a bargain for a quarterback. That's a bargain for Ryan Tannehill. Nick Foles. Oh, that's a bargain for Nick Foles, $25 million a year. Huh? What? A bargain for a quarterback is 20 to 25 million a year. That's a bargain. But if you pay a running back 15 million a year, you're crazy. I'm just trying to understand this. Now I'm not saying pay. I mean, just like in the NBA, the best players get paid the most. There's a reason why LeBron get a max contract. Russell Westbrook get a max contract. Steph Curry get a max contract. The reason why Draymond Green got a max contract because they stupid. But sunshine some dog shit. But like I was saying, there's a reason why certain people get certain amounts of money. But it ain't like that in the field. They always move the goalposts. Always move the goalposts. So this is why I've been imploring, and I'm gonna keep beating this drum. Derrick Henry, request a trade or sit the year out. I don't give a fuck what they say about you. They can call you selfish. They can call you a non-team player. They can call you all this shit. But they weren't saying this same bullshit when you carrying that motherfucking ball like you was carrying that ball and winning those games and not getting paid. They weren't saying none of that shit when Ryan Tannehill got $62 million for signing his name on the contract. They weren't saying that when they offered you only $10 million. Once again, $10 million is a lot of money. A lot of us won't see that in a lifetime. But when you the man, when you the engine that runs the show, $10 million is nothing. Especially when there's somebody on your team on the offense with you that does way less than you, getting paid 6 times more than you. 6 times more than you. So what's going to happen when you sign this contract, Derrick Henry? What's going to happen when you sign this $10 million franchise tag? You know what's going to happen? First down, Derrick Henry carry. Second down, Derrick Henry carry. Third down, Derrick Henry carry. If it's longer than 5 yards, third down, pass, complete to Derrick Henry. They're going to do you like they did DeMarco Murray. They're going to try to use you up just to throw your ass away, like the Pittsburgh Steelers did Le'Veon Bell. And don't worry, not one black player, not one, especially the ones in your locker room, not one of them going to have your back. Now, you might have a couple that might speak out or say something, but as far as in your locker room, or that's really going to do something in the NFL, not one black player got your back. Because they going to say, well, I got to feed my family. I got to do this, I got to do that. All the while, you're going to be in the box, back against the wall. The media going to be at your throat. Your teammates going to be at your throat. The fans going to be at your throat. All because you want fair compensation. Not to be overcompensated, fair compensation. Because based on what you did, if they can give Ryan Tannehill $62 million for signing his name, they should be able to give you $200 million for signing your name. Fair compensation. That's what it's supposed to be about. But since it ain't about fair compensation because they use these keywords, devaluing running backs, they're using keywords. Quarterback is the most important position in pro sports. Why is that? Why is that? Why? When is the MVP of the NFL won a Super Bowl? When is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL won a Super Bowl? Never, never, never. My bad. Last time MVP won a Super Bowl was at Brady when they beat the Falcons. No, he won MVP. When they lost to the Eagles, that's when he was MVP. It's been a long time since the NFL MVP, especially quarterback, won the Super Bowl. It's been an even longer time since the highest paid player in the NFL, which was a quarterback, won the Super Bowl. They can bring up all these stats. Well, the running back, they could pay this much. They didn't. The last one to do was Emmitt Smith. When was the last highest paid quarterback won Super Bowl? Answer that question. Answer that question. When was the last time the highest paid quarterback in the NFL won the Super Bowl? I'm pretty sure it happened way, way, way long ago. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a longer time from when the highest paid quarterback won a Super Bowl than it has been since a longer time since the highest paid running back won a Super Bowl. But I could be wrong. Check that for me. Can anybody check that for me? But like I said, I'm just babbling on top of my dome because I'm just tired of the lack of respect. I mean, that's what it all boiled down. It's about respect. And these players, I mean, these teams don't respect these players, especially the black players. It don't matter if you Hopkins, where you good on the field, good off the field, don't get in trouble, big in community. It don't matter. They still gonna disrespect you because they don't respect you as a man. Don't matter if you Darius Slay, big up in a teammate because you all pro, you went to the Pro Bowl, you big up in the teammate talking about, yo, you got me on this one. Boosting their morale and at the same time building your morale or making you, as they say, steal, shop, and steal. You boosting this confidence up, gonna make him go to an extra gear, and you're gonna go to an extra gear because you don't want him to get the best of you again. It don't matter if you're trying to do that Darius Slay. They're gonna tell you quit sucking that man's dick. It don't matter if you Todd Gurley, you all pro. As soon as they give you some money, as soon as you show a little weakness, oh, 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 nigga, you ain't good enough, nigga. You can't be our crutch. You can't take the ball and tote it 80 million times, even though we gonna pay this dude 2 times more than you. We gonna cut you. We gonna let you go. Don't matter if you Julio Jones, you a Hall of Fame, all pro wide receiver. Fans that look like you. You know, we'll rather have Matt Ryan than Julio Jones. You have to have an elite quarterback. When was Matt Ryan ever elite? The only reason why he was close to being elite because of who? Julio! The same dude that y'all didn't want to pay. I mean, it don't matter if you Le'Veon Bell, get all these carries on your body already, knowing that the shelf life of an NFL running back is 3 to 5 years, and you want a contract for $15 million a year. Nigga, who are you? You're 26 and you're almost finished. And then you got the black anchors. You know he don't play all the time. You know he had 2 failed drug tests. You know this, that, and the other. They shouldn't pay him. But not one time did they bring up Ben Roethlisberger's sexual assaults that were brought up against him. Not one time did they bring up Ben Roethlisberger drinking and driving and riding around Pittsburgh without a helmet on his bike and falling off several times. Not one time did they bring that shit up. Not one time did they bring up Ben Roethlisberger's immaturity. Not one time. But you're gonna bring it up when it comes to black players. Look at Antonio Brown. Look at Le'Veon Bell. Now look at the Pittsburgh Steelers without him. Did they even make the playoffs? Funny how you go from being a Super Bowl contender to not even making the playoffs. And you know what these boot-licking ankles will say? Well, it's addition by subtraction. Now, the only way that's going to be true is if you start winning. Now, the Chiefs, when they got rid of Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes started starting, that was addition by subtraction. Okay, I give you that. Cowboys in the early 90s, when they traded Herschel Walker and got them picks and won 3 out of 4 Super Bowls, that was addition by subtraction. Okay, I get you there. I get you there. But you go from being a Super Bowl contender, one of the best teams in the AFC, to not even making the playoffs. How's that addition by subtraction? And those same black players that spoke up against Le'Veon Bell wanting more money for what he's done for the team, he wanted to be fairly compensated for what he done for the team. The same black players that spoke bad about Le'Veon Bell are the same black players that didn't say nothing about Ben Roethlisberger. The same black players that tried to hurt Myles Garrett when he swung his helmet at Rudolph. The same black players. Well, they're supposed to protect their quarterback. Really? Really? So why? So you got more allegiance to this dude who might not even be on the team next year than you do to your fellow brother and over a game. That's why we're going to continue to be disrespected, because they don't have to speak out against us. We're going to do it for them. The Stephen A. Smiths, the Jason Whitlocks, the LeVar Arrington, the TJ Houshmandzadehs, any black man that you see on TV, 9 times out of 10, he taking shots at black people. Ryan Clark, I know Antonio Brown ain't the wisest. He don't make the smartest moves. He is he do act like a petulant child, which we all do at times. I'm still trying to get my shit together. But yeah, I digress. What player has Ryan Clark? That's how Ryan Clark got on TV, by talking bad about Antonio Brown. Hey, my friend, I'm just gonna critique his play. Why don't you critique Ben Roethlisberger then? I don't hear no harsh critiques there. You've been hard on Antonio Brown. I'm waiting for the Big Ben critiques. Still waiting on those. I put you in the same box as Gail and Oprah and Stephen A. Smith. You can critique your own, but when it comes to others, you can't critique them. Why is that? How is that so? How is that so? Y'all can talk bad about Lamar Jackson, about how he can't do this, he can't do that, but at the same time, he's better than Josh Allen, but Josh Allen has a bright future. I know I done shot off on another tangent. I do that from time to time. I'm gonna get it together, give me some notes so I can stay on subject. But I mean, I just want to vent a little bit on this rainy day. Dog snoring. Gotta get a workout in and do a little cleaning. Hope y'all don't see that junk back there. There's a little junkie back there. But we gotta take care of that. But I mean, is it? What's the solution? How do you stop the disrespect? I know respect is given, it's earned, and it's taken. They not giving it. Even though you risk your lives and your body on the field, Le'Veon Bell, Derrick Henry, Todd Gurley, they don't respect it. So you can't earn their respect. You got to take it. And that's the only thing I understand. That's the only thing they understand when you take it. When you stand up, man up, dig in, and don't give a damn about what nobody else says. Take the respect. How you take the respect, Derrick Henry? Oh, he got 60 million. If y'all can't at least match that, y'all might as well trade me. You might as well trade me if you can't match that. But you know what the fear gonna be? Well, they're gonna blackball you. They can go get another Derrick Henry. So that's the problem. Another fool, another bootlick is ready, able, and willing to take your space, and you know that because those are just the harsh realities and facts. Because we ain't gonna look out for each other. But let them do this to white players, and see don't the NFL PA come up with some resolutions. See don't these other players get behind some of these white players. But since it ain't happening to them, it's happening to us. They're playing a game. They're just playing a game. They should be happy they're playing a game. Be happy. So you mean to tell me while I'm playing this game, put my body on the line, I might not be able to walk. I can get concussions. I can become suicidal. I can have brain damage. I can have kidney damage. I can have all sorts of things wrong with me after I'm done with this game. And you want me to take crumbs while these owners, ticket sales, jersey sales, parking, concessions, endorsements. Like I said in the beginning, if I can pay you, we're gonna take the highest paid athlete, one of the highest paid athletes. Okay, let's take the Houston Rockets. They have two dudes on their team making $200 million. If they can pay two guys 200, that's $400 million for two people. If I can pay you $400 million, if I can pay you $400 million in 5 years, how much money are you making me? See, people don't think about that. If I can pay you all this money without thinking about it, without batting an eye, I got it on deck. Since you that good, you know what? Here go 200 million. Just so you can stay with my team. If I can slide you $200 million without even thinking about it, without even a thought, if some dude's getting 175 without even a thought, how much money are you making me playing these games? But you should be happy that I gave you the opportunity to play this game. Even though the reason why the game became popular or became watchable is because of the players. But they'll tell you in a minute. They'll tell you in a minute. Not one player's bigger than the game. They'll tell you in a minute. It's not about the name on the back. It's about the name on the front. It's about the team, not you. Even though you are the reason why anybody like this damn team. Magic, Kareem, they the reason why a lot of folks Lakers fans. Kobe, reason why folks Lakers fans. Tom Brady, the reason why everybody a Patriots dick rider. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We're gonna keep it funny. We're gonna keep it a buck. It's not the team that people like. There are the players. But I'm finna go and wrap it up. I hope everybody enjoyed my little therapy session. I'm finna go ahead trying to get it in. FYI, if anybody knows a good nutritionist or somebody that can help me with my nutrition, because I can't seem to gain weight. Like I try to lift. I'm a skinny dude. I weigh like 160, 165. I try to lift. The highest I can get to is 215 as far as bench, my max, 215, which ain't none. And I can't never seem to get over that. So if anybody, maybe it's my nutrition, maybe it's my training, but if anybody knows a nutritionist or a trainer that can give me pointers, if I got to pay, hey, I pay what I weigh. So if you know tell them holler at me. They can shoot me a link or shoot me something. I don't know. I'm gonna put my Instagram, my Twitter on here sooner or later. But until next time, peace. I'll stop this.